All right, guys, welcome to Foreign Blood TV. Good morning. Happy Monday. We're going to talk about West Indy, Thomas, and Momo today. West Indy, I let a lot of things slide. But when you let Thomas run across the screen like that and you didn't erase that video or put that video on private because you're worried about the money, sis, nobody gets paid that much off of lives, okay? I mean, what are we considering money, once again? I don't even know where to start. A lot of things going on with your children wouldn't be going on if you would get off live and parent your children. You're sitting here yelling and hitting on the kids because they're messing up the house or they're doing this or they're doing that, when all you have to do is get off live and parent your children. You keep putting that responsibility on Thomas to parent Momo all day long. And then when Momo does something that ain't right, it's Thomas's fault. When Momo makes a mess, Momo gets a spanking. When Thomas makes a mess, Thomas gets a spanking. You can't parent from your bedroom. You can't. You cannot parent from laying in your bed. I mean, it's not Thomas's job to take care of your child. How selfish are you? I went on there this morning to check. Video's still there. The live's still there. Thomas is still running across, unclothed. You know, what type of savage are you? All money ain't good money, but we know you ain't realized this yet. That's why you've done corn. That's why you're begging. That's why. At one point, you are the problem, and you refuse to say you're the problem. You'll put time into everything else, but you wouldn't put time to delete the video or to make it unlisted or private so nobody's seen your son. You know, that there's a form of you have your son out there so people can see him. All it takes is a screenshot. That's all it takes somebody to do. Or hit the pause button. That's all they got to do. You have no problem with people looking at your child like that. That's a little mind-boggling to me. Is it because he's a boy? I'm just trying to figure out. Regardless if it's a boy, a girl, you shouldn't want nobody looking at Thomas like that. I mean, like, flat out. You don't know what type of weird... God, I don't even know. Do you know what type of weirdos are on the internet? Do you know what type of weirdos there are in real life? Do you understand there are like real pervs out there? Does that click up here? Anytime you got those children on screen, do you know there's a chance there's a perv somewhere in the group? Do you know that? So even if it's having Momo in a pamper or girl, just whatever, do you know that there's a perv somewhere in your live or on your videos watching this? I mean, I don't even know why this is something I have to speak on, okay? There are predatory people out there. Not everybody's like Granny or Sally where, you know, they're not interested in looking at things like that. There's people probably watching your stuff specifically for that reason. I know you don't want to hear it. It doesn't make sense. Well, but baby, that's the reality. The fact that you're willing to have your son out there like that is completely gross. I can't even... That is disgusting. There's no money worth that amount. Like I said, you don't even get paid. I don't care if you got paid thousands off of that live. Something about discretion in you bumps heads. And you're like, no discretion over here, wide open. We're doing what we're doing. There ain't no telling. That's another reason why people watch your lives, because they know they're going to get a slip of the boob. They know something is going to pop out. Miss, I don't show nudity over here. Girl, you're undressed all the time on live. Stop. The only way you come on live is if you're in your bed wrapped up with that same purple cover that we've been seeing I don't even know how long. I don't even know if you wash them. Because the other day you was flicking crumbs up out of it. You're sitting here begging for food. Girl, you get food stamps any day. Did you forget that you told us you get food stamps every day? I mean, not every day. You get food stamps in a week. Your lies be lying, okay? Your truths ain't truthing. Your amounts change, your dates change. Listen, one thing about you, you're a consistent beggar. Another thing about you, you know how to run game. If it's playing music in the background, like feed the kids for a penny type music, whatever it is, you know how to run game. You're consistent in the fact I'm not going to work. I'm sick. But before this, you were consistent that you weren't going to work. You know, you're just consistent in the fact you're not going to work. If people are crazy enough to donate to you, they are. I myself, like I said before, I don't want the children to become homeless. I ain't got nothing against the children. But I do understand that you need a reality check. And you might need 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. My thing is, let's go on ahead and give you those reality checks so you can move forward from it and get right. Because right now you have a brand new baby in your belly and you got a whole another 18 years. Oh, Thomas gonna be out the house at one point, and now Momo gonna have to be the babysitter. With that being said, you have a whole another 18 years to figure out how you're going to pay bills, do this, do that. If you think you're going to be on social media for the next 18 years, you know, okay. I hate to see you crash and burn, but obviously you need to crash and burn so you can learn from it. Because once again, life, the way life works out, you make mistakes and you learn from it. I'm the one person that don't feel every mistake needs to be made. But with you, ma'am, you have to learn the hard way. And I see it's a repetitive thing with you. That last recent time you were homeless, it wasn't your first time being homeless. You see what I'm saying? So if you need to go on ahead and lose the house, you need to go on ahead and lose the car, you need to go on ahead, listen. That's what you got to do. Because you're still not understanding the concept of you have to work for you, your family, and your children. You think it's everybody else's obligation. And no, ma'am, it's not. It will never be. You can't expect somebody to care about your family more than you care about your family. In real life, none of us really give a fuck. That's the reality. We're there for the ish show, okay? We got our own families, our own kids, our own bills, our own whatever. You need to care about the fact how you let all these people see young Thomas running across the screen with nothing on. And your priority was, even when you knew it happened, whatever it was, your part, oh, now I gotta go back and edit the video. But we all know you can't even edit the live right away. But instead of you hiding the video, you're like, oh, we're just gonna leave it up there, and whoever sees Thomas, and it's just whatever it is, because I need these couple bucks. And your priorities are just so far off. I don't even know what I'm supposed to say sometimes. Like everybody else might okay everything, because you got a bunch of yes men. But I'm not a yes man. How you did Thomas was dirty. It's like you kind of pimped Thomas out for a couple bucks. And that's crazy to me. It's disgusting. It is. You know what that means? You're part of the problem. So if anybody's seen Thomas in his birthday suit, that's your fault. Because you allowed it and you were okay with it. And how dare you, Mom? Get off live and take care of your children. Them are your children. You're supposed to care how people see them. And being in the birthday suit definitely ain't one of them. It's your job to protect that. That is a sacred, secret thing. When you did that, that to me, you went too far. I don't like that. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't like that for a couple dollars. And you know what I'm saying is true. A couple dollars.